Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. It's my Eurovision 2025 Top 37 countdown. It's place number 14, Switzerland, Zoë Më, Voyage.
Faire un voyage, faire un voyage,
Please do click the subscribe button, ring that notification bell and like, share and comment below. Now, Switzerland, of course, won the contest last year with Nemo for the first time since 1988. And of course, this means that this year's entry is the host country entry and automatically qualifies for the grand final. Now, host country entries have had a bit of a recent history of not doing so well. Lots of 23rds, 24ths, even last places. Though Italy and Sweden have bucked that trend of late. Now, Switzerland's artist will be Zoë Më. She will be hoping that she too can buck that trend of poor performances, which is not only on home soil in Switzerland for it, but it's actually in the city where she was born, Basel. Now, Zoë Më is the professional name of Zoe Anina Kressler, a singer-songwriter. She, of course, was born in Basel, I've said, though she did move to Germany quite soon when she was a very small child, before moving back to Switzerland when she was about 9 years old. But that wasn't back to Basel, it was to the Swiss city of Fribourg. She's a singer-songwriter. She has a unique sort of pop poetry style, I think I've seen it described as. She sings in both French and in German, though her song for Eurovision, Voyage, is sung fully in French. And she sings in her style is kind of a mix of both sort of just general pop, but also that sort of classic French chanson style. She's won a couple of Swiss Music Awards, that was last year. Those awards had also been won by two previous recent Swiss Eurovision artists, Remo Ferrer and also Marius Bear. She's also performed at various prestigious sort of music festivals or live music events such as the Montreux Jazz Festival, so she's got experience of kind of performing to live audiences on a big stage. And she was internally selected to represent Switzerland now. Switzerland have used an internal selection method. It's quite a kind of several stage one. They've been really careful how they go about those internal selections. And it's obviously, as we know, it has been a very successful method of selecting with their results of recent years. And they have stuck with that for this year as well. Now, her song Voyage represents that kind of aforementioned sort of pop poetry style very well. For much of the song, it feels very dreamy and gentle before it gives us some more of those more dramatic chanson musical theatre, although perhaps it's musical theatre in a very sort of Gallic style. It's all very elegant and very classy, and I think it fits in well with the quality that we've come to expect from Switzerland in the past few years. Zoë herself is one of the three composers and lyricists for the song. It's actually the same set of composer. It's the same composer trio and lyrics trio. She's one of those composers and lyricists, but also, just as an interesting point, one of the other ones is a former UK X Factor entrant who is now a singer-songwriter herself. Her name is Emily Middlemess, although she is known professionally as Illy. And she is from Scotland, which feels somewhat poetic, given that the last Scottish artist that represented the UK, and this was quite some time ago since we've had a Scottish artist represent the UK, was back in 1988. And of course, that was the year that Celine won, and the UK entry that year was Scott Fitzgerald from Scotland, who finished second by just 1 point to Celine, who represented Switzerland, of course. So there feels sort of a certain sort of poetic connection there. And also nice to have someone Scottish involved with Eurovision as well, because it feels a long time since we've had anything prominent on the UK side there. Now, I suspect this is a song that Switzerland may not have sent in a year when they weren't an automatic qualifier, when they had to qualify. And given that the semi-finals, for the moment, who knows, this may change, given for the moment they are televote only. As well, I think this is obviously, by dint of why it's high in my placing, it's a lovely entry. good quality, all of that. It doesn't scream televote friendly. That said, it is doing very well in the Eurovision scoreboard. It's not that far off the top 10 in the scoreboard. Though, as I've said before, the scoreboard app is not necessarily a great representation of kind of the voting public. The voting public is quite different quite often to the Eurovision app demographic. I've got this high in my chart, though not quite in the top 10. And the betting odds suggest that this probably won't give Switzerland a back-to-back win, but I'd probably be inclined to agree there. I don't think this is in the running to win, but it's been given a decent place in the betting odds. It's not right down in the bottom, so we shall see. I do think this should pick up some jury points and jury votes, or certainly I think it deserves to pick up some jury votes. We have the quality of the song, the lyrics, very poetic, the live vocal should be good. And I think the Swiss delegation has shown over recent years, with those string of really good results, they know how to stage a song well in today's contest, in the modern contest. And not all delegations have got that knowledge or experience there. They also probably have the money means that their focus should not be perhaps too diminished by the fact they're also hosting at the same time. They're hosting the contest at the same time. Televote-wise, this is going to be more challenging, I think. It's got a really good grand final running order slot that's already been selected. It was done at the head of delegations meeting a few weeks ago, and it's been drawn in 19th place, which is pretty good in the running order. And it could stand out amongst the kind of all these very high tempo, high camp, really sort of slightly bombastic, televote friendly songs. But whether it will still need people to actively vote for it, and that's always a challenge. It's not that people dislike something, they've just got to have something that actively makes them want to vote for it. So I hope that actually its sort of difference and its more gentle and quality nature will make it stand out. And I hope it doesn't fall through the cracks as this, just like when Portugal in 2018 hosted, but unfortunately did not get a good placing. It doesn't deserve a low placing like that. So I hope that does not happen for Zoë Më. Of course, you can read this on my website, as always, www.mattloveseurovision.com, and let me know what you think and how you think this will do. And join me again soon on the countdown. Take care.